What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with WeBull valued up to $1,850, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account, deposit $100 and choose your free stocks. That's it. And let's continue with the brief summary of this company. NIO is a holding company which engages in the design, manufacture and sale of electric vehicles, driving innovations in next-generation technologies in connectivity, autonomous driving and artificial intelligence. The company provides users with home charging and Power Express wallet service and other power solutions including access to public charging, access to power mobile charging trucks and battery swapping. It also offers other value-added services such as service package, battery payment arrangement, and vehicle financing and license plate registration. And let's continue with their numbers. For now, their total market cap is $65.28 billion. They have a revenue of $3.49 billion with a negative net income of $1.34 billion. They have a mind-blowing revenue growth of 202.26% year-over-year. And their total cash for now is $7.21 billion. They have a total debt of $2.34 billion and they have very good current ratio of 3.06. And since I made my previous video at the end of April, we have several news. Here is the first one. It was published on April 29th and it was published after NIO's earnings report, and it says it's titled NIO earnings per share beats by 95 cents and beats on revenue. And let me quote you these bullets. NIO Q1 non-GAAP EPS of negative $0.04 beats by $0.95. GAAP EPS of negative $0.48 misses by $0.33. They have a revenue of $1.22 billion, increase for 481.8% year-over-year, and it beats by $160 million. Deliveries of vehicles were 20,060 in the first quarter of 2021, including 4,516 ES8s, 8,088 ES6 and 7,456 EC6. Representing an increase of 422.7% from the first quarter of 2020 and increase of 15.6% from the fourth quarter of 2020. For Q2 2021, company expects total revenue to be between $1.24 billion and $1.29 billion, and deliveries of the vehicles to be between 21 and 22,000, representing an increase of 103% to 113% year-over-year. And let me show you this information. We are on their website. I want to pay your attention on these numbers that is on their earnings report. It is a gross margin. And as you can see, on Q1 2021, they have 19.5% compared to 17.2% in Q4 2020. And if we will compare it with the Q1 2020, at that moment they had negative 12.2% of gross margin. And let me show you why they have this huge increase. The increase of gross margin compared to the first quarter of 2020 and the fourth quarter of 2020 was mainly driven by the increase of vehicle margin in the first quarter of 2021. And here is the vehicle margin. The increase of vehicle margin compared to the first quarter of 2020 was mainly driven by increase of vehicle delivery volume, higher average selling price, as well as lower material cost. And it's obvious, it is the most common way. But right here, the increase of vehicle margin compared to the fourth quarter of 2020 was mainly attributed to higher take rate on NIO Pilot and 100 kilowatt-hour battery package. This means they increased their margin of more than 2% with their high technology upsales. It is an autopilot and high capacity battery. And this means they still have room to grow with their earnings and with their profitability. And it is very good for the company. On top of that, on May the 1st, just 2 days ago, we have this information that NIO deliveries rise 125% from last year, down 2% from the March tally. And NIO says it's delivered 7,102 vehicles in April. The tally is 125% higher than the company's deliveries tally from a year ago, but 2% below the level seen in March. The deliveries in April consisted of 1,523 ES8s, 3,163 ES6 and 2,416 EC6. As of April 30, cumulative deliveries of the ES8, ES6 and EC6 reached 102,803 vehicles. Shares of NIO fell on Thursday after the Chinese electric vehicle maker warned on supply chain issues. And here is the quotation of Mr. William Li, Chief Executive Officer of NIO company. The overall demand for our products continues to be quite strong, but the supply chain is still facing significant challenges due to the semiconductor shortage. And let me show you this information that on top of the global semiconductor shortage, it was the fire at Renesas electronic factory in Japan, and this fire had a delayed impact on the supply chain and will affect the global automotive chain in mid-May, when the chip shortage is more challenging. But industry as a whole believes that situation will be better in the third quarter and will further improve in the fourth quarter. There are also views that are more pessimistic. Partners want to support NIO's production. So far, NIO is doing okay, said Mr. Li. And this information is not so good for the company in the short term, but in the long term, we have absolutely the same situation for every EV manufacturer in the world, because all of them, they are suffering from this chip shortage. And we have some good news. As you might know, on May the 6th, we will see a huge announcement, and I've told you about this news in my previous video. And it is about the expansion in Norway. This expansion will mark the company's first foray into the highly competitive European market. And on top of this news, we have this one, and it was published on May the 1st, and it's titled "Germany could be NIO's next stop after Norway foray," reports say. And let me quote you this. NIO is planning to enter into Germany in the second half of 2021 and then move into the United Kingdom and other countries in Europe. NIO, however, has not finalized the models it plans to sell in these markets. The company is also reportedly contemplating whether to deploy its battery as a subscription model and power swapping services in Europe. It has found big success with these two in the Chinese market. It also fleshing out other key details such as distribution. This means they have a strong intention to go to the European market in total, but they don't have exact roadmap. And that's why we will see the results of this expansion, in my opinion, only in Q4 2021. And for now, let me show you institutional investors. And since I made my previous video, we have a bunch of filings, and the majority of them made with the green lines. This means this company opened their position, and as you can see, gray and the white lines indicates that these companies strongly hold their position. In total, institutional investors are still bullish on NIO. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. Well, I'm at my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we will see some price action around earnings report. And as you can see, we have this decline for about 13%. And for now, we again bounce back from this point. Let me show you more thoroughly. We have this very good candle, and as you might see, it has very good volume, and it is on extended hours. And to benefit from the trading on extended hours, you can use my referral link and use WeBull brokerage. It allows you to trade on fully extended hours from 4 AM till 8 PM, absolutely for free. And let's continue with the analysis itself. So we have higher highs. As you can see, this peak is higher than this one. And also we have higher lows, because this low is a little bit higher than this one. And of course, it is much higher than this one. This means we are starting to establish a new bull trend, and in my opinion, this was the very bottom of the price action. And for those of you who want to invest in this company and who've already done your own due diligence, you can accumulate your position right here. But also keep in mind that we might hit our lowest accumulation point, it is 0.65, 0.618 level for the entire way from the bottom to the top. And it is less probable but still possible. And basically for now we have absolutely the same targets. Our three targets right here. First one at 0.786 level at $83.28. Second one at 1-to-1 extension at around $97.24, and the most aggressive target at $137.56. And with that being said, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. It helps me a lot. See you guys and girls next time. Bye!